What's up, everybody? Rogue Hero here. So, welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Real Talk. And in this episode, it's a double upload because I didn't upload a video yesterday. So you guys got the video about why I love playing rogue decks in the morning. Now it's the evening time, probably 5 o'clock in your area. And I know it should be 5 o'clock Central Standard Time in Chicago. I personally wanted to talk about why I like going to locals. So, with that being said, the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I feel like enough people do not go to locals. Like, I went to locals today. Today is Monday. It was pretty empty. Now, I know people got school and everything. Some people probably had to go to work, didn't have time to call off. But I really believe a lot of people are missing out from not going to locals. So, with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin.
Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
Sorry about saying, as you guys already know, I gotta hit this good old vape pen. Let's get into the topics. So, locals. Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. Some of the weirdest, coolest shit always pops off at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. What do I mean by this? That is, ever since I was 12 years old, I've been going to locals. I was introduced to the competitive card game world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? And by being introduced to locals, I've met people from all walks of life. You get people on the extreme nerdy end, you get people on the extreme hood end, you get people that just really make you look at them with a side eye, like they gonna shoot that bitch up. Real talk. But one thing I love about locals when it comes to the particular card game is the fact of the variety of decks you'll see at your local tournaments. For whatever reason, people play a lot of weird shit at locals, bro. Like, sometimes when I go to locals, I play against decks like Trains, let's see, Harpies, Blackwings. The list can go on. Like, and I'm the random hero player, and I play the same deck every fucking format, unless it's a new deck I like. Like, one time I was playing with Time Piece, so I was that weird guy at 1.2 at locals playing the unique deck. And honestly, I think this is really good because by seeing that off the wall variety at your local Yu-Gi-Oh! Shop, at the shop you frequent to, it's gonna help you guys tenfold when you get to big events. For example, if you are a good player, a good meta player, or a good competitive player in general, a lot of the times when you go to big events, you may run into a situation where you find itself against a deck that you're not that familiar with. Now, this doesn't happen too much often nowadays due to things like YouTube and YouTubers being a thing where we all pretty much play our own quirky decks to a degree. I know like people like Simo and Team Sam play meta, but they also, including myself, Rogue Hero, we also showcase rogue decks as well. Me personally, I just stick to the rogue decks, as you guys already know. But other YouTubers, when they go to events, they typically play meta, and they typically do pretty well. So, but since we are showcasing these decks, and you kind of get familiar with it, but you don't really get the whole taste of it unless you're playing against it at a local event. Now, I know some people preach online is king. They like to play online and play test, and that's cool and dandy, but I personally don't like playing online. Reason being, well, actually there's two reasons. First reason being, there's only two good online sites. Well, I guess I can split this up into two things. The only online sites we have is Dueling Book and yugioh Pro. yugioh Pro is good because it's more fast-paced, it's more up-to-date, it's more of you can see what's going on and you can get your game in and get out, right? And people can't cheat you. The only problem is a lot of people aren't on that website because of whatever reason. It takes a lot of effort to download. Some people probably don't trust downloading shit on their computer. And some people just are at their mom's house and they don't have access to a computer. Some people may just be too young to own a laptop or a computer. I've been there. I didn't own my first laptop until I was like in fucking college. So I was dead ass lost in the sauce when it came to computers. But Dueling Book, on the other hand, you can log into it at school. If you have a good enough phone, you can log into it on your phone. You can log into it on your laptop, computer, at your cousin's house, girlfriend's house, etc. and it's really easy to use. I know a lot of players who got back in Yu-Gi-Oh thanks to Dueling Book. Um, and the thing that sucks about Dueling Book though, even though it's really superior than YGO Pro because it does give you a real life interaction of the Yu-Gi-Oh game and the Yu-Gi-Oh card game of how to really play, people troll a lot on there. So it's like on one end you have Dueling Book for playtesting. People troll their ass off. They stall it on purpose. They try to troll their way to a high rank. And sometimes when you do play on there, like there's rogue decks and then there's just shit tier decks. Like you'll play decks that don't make sense. Like you'll see on Dueling Book, dog. I don't know, I'm saying dog right now. Thunder Dragon, Heroes, Lunalight. Like that's some shit you'll see, some shit that somebody literally did one of these numbers at home, smoking blunt. Once again, this is not marijuana, this is legal. You'll see somebody go home, smoke a blunt, build this deck, slap some shit together, and just play it online. And the thing that's tripped me out about that is like the playtesting for that sucks, right? Like there's rogue decks that make sense, like I said, for like Heroes, Black Wings, etc. But when you go online, there's nothing that makes sense. But let's bring this story full circle. So I say that today, say this, like online playing, I get why people do it. Like if you have your friend group and y'all are not gonna troll each other, it can be superior. But for competitive play, there's things you don't get online. For one, you don't get to reading your opponent's facial features. What's the word I'm looking for? Facial structures, which is huge because people might be pissed. They might like like people might look really goofy when they in person because they may be either pissed off, sad, depressed, and you can capitalize on that when you're playing. I know it's kind of messed up, capitalizing on somebody's emotions, but if you're trying to win an event, that can happen. So you have the emotional aspect of it, the human aspect of playing in real life. Another aspect of it is when you're playing in real life, you get the sight, the sense, the smell. You gotta watch out for your opponent cheating you. You gotta watch out for your surroundings. You gotta watch out and make sure you don't misplay, because it's one thing typing something on a computer and putting yes, no, maybe so. But if you're like me, which most of you guys are guys, and most males are hands-on learners, you're a hands-on learner, meaning you can do all this typing shit all day long, but unless you're like literally playing it with your hands and getting that muscle memory in there shit, you're not gonna remember your plays 140%. Nothing, in my opinion, from playing card games from the age of 12, like competitively at least, from the age of 12 to 29, from that 17-year span of playing card games, nothing beats playing in real life, man. You gain so much more advantage from playing in real life, and playing at your local shop, wherever your locals may be, gives you that edge. And not to mention too, when you're playing online and not in a competitive setting, even on a local level, you don't get that adrenaline rush, right? Let me talk about the adrenaline rush real fast. That adrenaline rush, it does something to you, dog. Like, you really get nervous, you get excited, you get amped up. Like, I don't know if you guys ever been to like a fight. I ain't promoting violence or anything like that, but if you guys ever been to a fight, you get punched in the face, or you punch somebody in the face, that doo doo, like all that emotion that comes out, it's like, I don't know about y'all, that shit makes me excited. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I get hyped, my skin get hot, I get pissed, I'm full of emotion, I'm ready to go. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh gives me that hypeness, bro. Especially when I'm finna lose or finna win, I get pissed, I get angry. It's like I'm at war. It feels so natural. I get that excitement from going to locals. And you just don't get that shit online. You would never get that online. Like, I don't know about y'all, like I said, that adrenaline rush for playing a local tournament, unless you can get used to that shit and master it, you're never gonna be good. Like I said, I know some people who play online and they just play with their friends, and granted, they go to big events consistently, and they claim that's all they do, and they do well. And you know what? Good for them. Good for them. Some people may just be able to just be more of a visual learner, but from my personal experience, even most people who are really good, maybe I'm just old school. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Am I just old school? But most people I know who I grew up with, who are really good at card games, who top events, they all go to locals at least twice a month if they can. You know, because we're all getting older. We all have to work. We all have lives. We all have girlfriends, boyfriends, etc. So I get everyone don't have time, but you know, I feel like if you like to play this game, outside of the competitive aspect, locals give you that social aspect too, which is missing in today's day and age because society, everyone's always in their phone. Everyone's doing things online. You ordering food online. You can watch movies online. Pretty soon, I'm pretty sure movie theaters won't even be a thing. Movies are just probably going to drop. You can download it on your computer and watch it right there. Like, the society, in my opinion, is becoming less and less socialized and more of on the go because of how busy our lives are. And it didn't used to be like that back in the day. And I don't know if you guys live in a public city or a big city where if you see people who are 10 years older than you communicate, their communication skills are at a higher level because back in their day, they didn't have Facebook, Instagrams, all this extra shit distracting them. So they had to get out and interact with people. And they were a lot happier and less depressed. Nowadays, people are more depressed because they're in a house all fucking day. They're not outside getting sunlight. They're not outside getting that social interaction. So locals, for me, not only does it make me a better player, in my personal opinion, it makes you guys better players. It gives you guys that social interaction, which can detoxify you guys, de-stress you guys, and help you guys woosah. Calm down, relax. Because the last thing we need is a lot more people out here stressed out, doing crazy shit in this world. Because this world is a very sad place, very scary place, and I hate seeing my own kind, hashtag nerds, hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh players in dark places. Because I know there's a lot of you guys out, and I know for a fact going to locals can help you guys out tenfold. So that's why I like going to locals. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did you guys like this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Real Talk? Let me know. I plan on doing these segments usually once a week. I'm trying to, a lot of you guys are asking me, hey Chris, when are you going to build a new segment for your channel? Well, this is that new segment, and it's something I really like to do, like to talk about real life things, on why I particularly like certain things. If you guys have any real talk topics, let me know. Post me in the comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here. Subscribe for more. This is Rogue Hero. Hopefully I can get a vlog. I'm definitely going to get a vlog this Saturday because my OTS championships is Saturday. And I upload every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Live streams are on Thursdays now because American Horror Story 1984 just started. And yeah, that's a good show. So yeah, man, Rogue Hero signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next one.